Hello everybody, my name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we are here for another severe weather breakdown. Now today, we're going to be talking about an ongoing severe weather outbreak that's bringing damaging winds, large hail, and even a few tornadoes to a certain portion of the United States. So let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, where we have three slight risks of severe weather, one of them being centered down in the Arklatex region, one of them being in portions of the Western Plains and the Rockies, and one of them being centered across portions of the Mid-Atlantic, Delmarva, Ohio Valley area. Tornado threat for today. If you're in that green area, you have a 2% chance to see a tornado in your town that goes from Pittsburgh back all the way into Springfield, Massachusetts, so make sure to have a tornado action plan in place there. Damaging wind threat for today. If you're in any of those yellow areas, you have a 15% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher in your town, so make sure to look out for that. Make sure you're hatching down your trampolines and everything like that. Hail threat for today. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 15% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger in your town, so look out for that. Now moving on to tomorrow, we have an enhanced risk of severe weather for portions of the northern plains. Now this is a really rare situation where we have an enhanced risk of severe weather going all the way into Montana and Wyoming. Tornado threat for tomorrow. If you're in that brown area, you have a 5% chance to see a tornado in your town, so make sure to look out for that. Damaging wind threat for tomorrow. If you're in that red area, you have a 30% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher in your town. And if you're in the black circle there, then you have at least a 10% chance to see wind gusts of 75 miles per hour or higher in your town, so make sure to look out for that. We are expecting some very destructive winds tomorrow up into portions of the northern plains. Hail threat for tomorrow. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 15% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger in your town, and if you're in the black circle, you have a 10% chance to see hail of 2 inches or larger in your town, so make sure to look out for that. Now, going into Friday here, we have a slight risk of severe weather across portions of the Midwest, but it's too early to break down the threats that brings, so let's go ahead and move on to what the models are showing for the next few days. We can see right now we've got ourselves a dying Boeco line of storms charging through parts of the southern plains here, alright, areas like Oklahoma, Arkansas. And this is actually the leftovers from yesterday's event that we were talking about all the way back up into Iowa, right? Now, we do have some supercells starting to get going across portions of Indiana and Ohio, even stretching into Pennsylvania, and a few of them are becoming tornadic, so live stream will probably be warranted soon. By 4 p.m. today, we are expecting more of the same, alright? That Boeco line of storms actually kind of re-intensifies as it dips down into areas like Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, even all the way back up into the Boot Hill, Missouri area there. And then we got our cluster of storms still ongoing in the Ohio Valley, but at that point, I think it'll mostly be a damaging wind and large hail threat. But if any of the cells do become discrete enough, we'll have to watch out for a potential tornado threat to develop. Now, by 9 p.m. tonight, really more of the same, but with both clusters of storms dying, and then we can also start to see our plains event kind of getting going here with just a few supercells out there, maybe in the portions of Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, South Dakota. All right, now moving on to tomorrow here, all right, around 4 p.m. we can already see some intense looking supercells getting going here across parts of Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska, and then by 6 p.m. we're seeing more of the same. And again, this is going to be where our tornado threat is the greatest. I wouldn't rule out a 10% hatch risk for tornadoes getting issued, but right now we are sticking with the 5% according to the Storm Prediction Center. If we do get a 10% hatch risk for tornadoes, that would be record-breaking for Montana. I don't think we've ever seen that before. I could be wrong, but I genuinely cannot remember a single time that I've ever seen that. Now, by 10 p.m. tomorrow, all right, we're talking about the potential for another Boeco line of storm sweeping through Nebraska, creating a short-lived damaging wind threat. And then by Friday, around 8 a.m., we can see some storms here in northeastern Kansas. And then again, this is kind of where our Midwest event comes into play here, where we're going to have a few strong to severe storms possible in the afternoon and evening time hours. Now, finally, watches, warnings, and advisories. Those pink boxes up there in the Ohio Valley, those are your severe thunderstorm watches. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for parts of Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York. Again, some storms up there are becoming tornadic pretty quickly, so we'll have to look out for that. These orange shaded boxes down here in the south, those are your heat advisories. Those hot pink boxes, those are your excessive heat warnings, so make sure to look out for that. But other than that, pretty calm right now, so if you guys did enjoy this video, please do be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.